In question number 9, we've got 50 students that were asked in a survey whether they used texts or social media. 20 of those students said that they only use texts, and 8 of those students said they only use social media, and 17 of those students said they use both texts and social media. Part A, you've got to put the information in the Venn diagram. It's only 1 mark. It's actually really simple because those statements aren't confusing, or they shouldn't be confusing at all. There's nothing fancy going on with these statements. This symbol here, in case you were wondering, just means universal set. It's the total number of people that are asked, so that is 50 on the outside here. We don't have to write that, I'm just showing you that's what that symbol means in case you were wondering. So 20 students, so they only use texts. That's this bit, okay? This little crescent shape here is just text, so we're going to put 20 there. This bit in the middle is the intersection of the two things, the texts and social media. So that's the part where they use both, so that's the number 17. And then this crescent shape on this side is the bit where they are just using social media. And 8 students said they only use social media. So those are the numbers. It's enclosed in this rectangle, this Venn diagram. Organise the information the Venn diagram does. The bit on the outside is the bit, and there could be a space here sometimes. That bit would be the people that don't use either social media or texts. And you'll see, because this was out of 50, that 20 and 17 and 8 doesn't actually add up to 50. So we're going to have a number that's left over, and that would sometimes go here. But in part B, it says how many of the students in the survey do not use text or social media. So that is this number here. That's the one we would be looking for. Some reason they haven't put a space for us to put it here. They're just working it out in a separate question. So we've got 20, and we've got 17, and we've got 8, and we've got to add those numbers together. So that's going to be 15, and that's 3, and that's 4. So 45 is what it adds up to, and that is clearly, obviously, 5 people difference. So the 5 is the number that you put for your answer to part B, and sometimes you would put that there on the outside of the 2 circles, because that's the people that don't use either, which I find hard to believe. So C, one of the students in the survey is chosen at random. What's the probability that this student uses text? So these Venn diagrams are useful to answer probability questions because you've organised your information into the circles, into the right places. So if they're chosen at random from the entire survey, that's out of 50. Okay, so we're going to put out of 50. Sometimes they ask you questions and they're out of a particular number, so it could be out of the people that just like texts, who are what's the probability that they use social media as well. So it could be a more trickily worded question, but this one's fairly simple. And what's the probability that they use texts? So the chance they use text is these 2 numbers added together, and we've got 37. So 37 50ths is a probability, because you can give your answer to probability questions as fractions, decimals, or percentages. So I'm going to use what we've written, 37 out of 50. And there you go. Nice and simple.